I hope you are doing well. And in the previous class, we wind up the second chapter of the English test. The second chapter is a memorable picnic. Did you read the text 2 or 3 times? Yes. Okay, very good. You read the text and then take the text. All of you take your text. Take page number 17. Today, let us do the comprehensive work in the text. Page number 17. Here, make sentences from the following words. There are 4 words and we should make sentences with these words, using these words. The first one is maintain. First one is maintain. M-A-I-N-T-A-I-N. Maintain. How can we pronounce it there? Maintain. M-A-I-N-T-A-I-N. Maintain. What is the meaning of maintain? To keep in existence. That means to look after well. To keep in existence or to look after well. Well brought up or well maintained. That means we have so many, we had seen here in this chapter, we had seen the park. The children went into the park and the park was a well maintained one. It was not dirty, it was not messy, it was not diluted or not in a chaos manner. It was a well maintained one. We can make a sentence using the word maintain, and the sentence is, I have a well-maintained garden. I have, write in the text, I-H-A-V-E, have. I have a well-maintained garden. Well-maintained, M-A-I-N-T-A-I-N-E-D, well-maintained garden, G-A-R-D-E-N. We finished. I have a well-maintained garden. Well-maintained garden. Do you have a well-maintained garden in your home? Okay, how many of you have? Okay. I have a well-maintained garden. The second word is crumbs. Second one, C-R-U-M-B-S, crumbs. C-R-U-M-B-S, crumbs. What is the meaning of crumb? Small pieces of food particles are called crumbs. Small pieces of food particles like biscuit, dry fruits, biscuit, bread and all those things. That small pieces of that food particles are called crumbs. Then make a sentence using the word crumbs. Okay, bread crumbs are used for B-R-E-A-D, bread crumbs are used for, breadcrumbs are used, for what you use breadcrumbs? Breadcrumbs are used to make cutlets, to make cutlets. We use breadcrumbs to make cutlets. Breadcrumbs are used to make cutlets. The next word, permission. P-E-R-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Permission. P-E-R-M-I-S-S-I-O-N. Permission. That means consent. Permission, consent, approval to do something. Here in this chapter, the elders give permission to go to the park. Give permission to go to the park. Permission means consent or approval to do something. Let us make a sentence. Don't play outside without the permission. Don't play outside or don't go outside without permission. Don't go outside without permission. What is the meaning of this? Don't go outside without permission. That means if you want to ask your children, you are young children, and if you want to go outside, you ask the permission. You seek the permission of elders or parents. You seek the permission of elders. Is it clear? Don't go outside without permission. Don't go outside without permission. The last word, litter. Litter. L-I-T-T-E-R. L-I-T-T-E-R. Litter. What is the meaning of litter? Make a place messy. Make a place dirty. That is litter. Make a place dirty by throwing away things here and there, by pouring water to the floor, and all those things. Litter. Make a place messy. And naughty children made the place littered. Naughty children. What is the meaning of naughty? Mischievous children. Mischievous children. Naughty children. They did not stop for a while. They are working. Their hands are always working. They are doing something. And they are not listening about anything. They are not caring about anything. Naughty children made the place littered. Naughty children. Spelling N-A-U-G-H-T-Y. Naughty children. C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N. Children. Made the place. Made. M-A-D. Made the place littered. L-I-T-T-E-R-E-D. Naughty children made the place littered. L-I-T-T-E-R-E-D. I will repeat it. You please listen. Maintain. Maintain means well looked after. I have a well-maintained garden. You get the meaning? I have a well-maintained garden. Next one, crumbs. Breadcrumbs are used to make cutlets. For making cutlets, we use breadcrumbs. The small pieces of bread. Small pieces of bread. Permission. Permission means consent. Don't go outside without permission. Don't go outside without the permission. Next one, litter. Naughty children made the place littered. Naughty children made the place littered. Do you finish writing? Okay, take the next page. It is comprehension. A. Tick the correct answer. Here are some 4 sentences, and there are 2 options for each sentence, and you tick the correct option in your text. Tick the correct option. Look at the text. First one, it was a dash. The children went for a picnic and it was a dash. 2 options are there. Saturday, Sunday. Which day was that? It was a Sunday. Tick the second option, Sunday. There is a column near the second option. You tick in that column. Sunday. S-U-N-D-A-Y. Sunday. Can you see this? Tick the second option, Sunday. The next one, in the park, the children dashed. What did the children do in the park? First option, played games. Second option, read books. What did the children do in the park? The children, in the park, the children played games. Tick the first option. Tick the first option, played games. Played games. Played games. You tick this column. Played games. Okay. We finish. Then move on to the third one. After their lunch, the children dash. After their lunch, the children dash. Can you see the text? Yes. First one, left the place dirty. Second one, put the peels into the dustbin. What did the children do? Yes, say the answer. What did the children do? The children put the peels in the dustbin. Second option. You tick the second option. Put the peels. Peels means the cover of the fruits. The peels into the dustbin. The peels into the dustbin. Tick the second option. Fourth one, Manikaka was very dash. At the last part of the story, there is a mentioning of the gardener Malikaka, and what did Malikaka do? Malikaka was very dashed. First option, happy to see well-behaved children. Second option, angry with them. All of you know the answer. Say the answer loudly. First option, happy to see well-behaved children. Tick the first option. Tick the first option, happy to see well-behaved children. Okay? Do you finish? I read the whole sentence. You look in your test. It was a Sunday. It was a Sunday. Okay? Next one. In the park, the children played games. In the park, the children played games. Third one. After their lunch, the children put the peels into the dustbin. After lunch, the children put the peels into the dustbin. Fourth one, Malikaka was very happy to see well-behaved children. Malikaka was very happy to see well-behaved children. Okay. Comprehension B, answer these questions in your notebook. The question answers we will send you in WhatsApp, and then see who said these words to who. Here are two sentences, and who said these words to whom. First one, Mummy told me not to leave the place littered. In this story, there is a mentioning of this sentence. Mummy told me not to leave the place littered. Who said these words to whom? Who is the owner of these words, and she said these words to whom? Okay, you know the answer. Tell me the answer. Aditya said these words to the other children. Aditya said these words to the other children. Aditya said these words to the other children. You write in a text. First one, I'll read the sentence one more time. Mummy told me not to leave the place littered. Aditya, A-D-I-T-Y-A. Aditya said these words. S-A-I-D, said these words to the other children. Other children. Aditya said these words to the other children. Aditya said these words to the other children. Next one. God bless you, children. Who said these words? Can you give the answer? Say louder. God bless you, children. Who said these words? Yes, very good. Malikaka said to children. Malikaka said to children. M-A-L-I-K-A-K-A. Malikaka said to the children. Malikaka said to the children. Malikaka said these words to the children. Okay, is it clear? Do you finish? Write fast. Okay. Then comprehension D, circle the odd words. Odd words means there may be 3 or 4 words, and only one is odd one. That means that it is not contained in the group. Here, first one I will write in the board. First one, circle the odd one. 3 shrugs, sandwich, creeper. Which is the odd one among these? Which is the odd one? Listen here. Tree, shrubs, sandwich, creeper. Which is the odd one? Yes. First let us take the meaning. Tree, it is a tree. It has like, it is a plant like one. Shrubs, it is also a plant. Sandwich, it is a food item. Creeper, also a division of plant. Creeper is also a plant. Then which is the odd one? Yes, say louder. Which is the odd one? Sandwich. Circle the odd one. You draw a circle around the odd word. Sandwich. Okay, is it clear? Then second one. Sandwich. Sandwich. Paratha. Paratha. Tablecloth. Tablecloth. Laddu. Listen here. Sandwich, paratha, tablecloth, laddu. Which is the odd one? You all know. It is the odd one. Tablecloth is the odd one. Why? Sandwich, paratha, tablecloth, laddu. Which is the odd one? Tablecloth is the odd one. What is the reason? Here sandwich, paratha and laddu. All these are eatables. Eating items, food items. Sandwich, paratha, laddu. All these three are food items. And tablecloth is not a food item. Okay. Is it clear? Yes. Let us move on to the next one. Third one. Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Catch, catch. Catch, catch. Toothbrush. Toothbrush. Or police. Police. Which are the four words? Hide and seek, catch, catch, toothbrush, police. Which is the odd one among these? Can you say? What is hide and seek? It's a game. Catch, catch, it's also a game. Toothbrush, the thing we use to brush our teeth. Police is a game. Then which is the odd one? Three items are the names of games and one is a name of a thing. Okay, is it clear? Then which one is the odd one? Can you say the answer? Which one is the odd one? The odd one is toothbrush. The odd one is toothbrush. Very good. The odd one is toothbrush. The odd one is toothbrush. The other three names are the names of games. The other three names are the names of games. The odd one is toothbrush. Let us move on to the next set of words. Fourth one, Ena, Pingy, Susan, Monica. Listen here. Ena, Pingy, Susan, Monica. We all know that Ena is a child who went to the picnic. Pingy is also a child who went to the picnic. Susan is also a child who went to the picnic. Then Manikaka, who is Manikaka? Manikaka is the gardener. Manikaka is the gardener. These three are girls. Is it clear? These three are girls. Ena, Pingy and Susan are girls and Manikaka is a male one. Manikaka is a male one and otherwise These three are children and Marika is a grown up one. Okay. Yes. Then the old one is Marika. Then the old one is Marika. When there is an exercise to spot the old one out, you read the words carefully or you go through the words carefully and understand the meaning of each one and then spot out which one is the old one, which one is not including in the group. Okay, is it clear? Yes. The four old one, you mark the four old ones in the text and let us move on to the next exercise. Let us move on to the next exercise, page number 90. Next one, choose the right word from the box and write it in the correct blank. There are 6 words in the box. You please listen to the text. First one, G-I-R-L-S. What is it? Girls. Next one, S-U-B-J-E-C-T-S. What is it? Subjects. We are studying so many subjects. EVS, English, Malayalam, Hindi, Maths, etc. And that are subjects. Then fruits. Listen to the spelling. F-R-U-I-T-S. Fruits. Spelling of fruits. F-R-U-I-T-S. Fruits. Next one, vehicles. Vehicles. V-E-H-I-C-L-E-S. Vehicles. It is pronounced as vehicles. It is not vehicle, it is vehicles. Then sandwich. S-A-N-D-W-I-C-H. Sandwich. Then the last one, school. You all know the spelling of school. What is the spelling of school? S-C-H-O-O-L. School. There are 6 words in this. And the first one is mango and guava are. Mango and guava are. Is it girls? No. Is it subjects? No. Is it fruits? Yes, very good. They are fruits. Mango and guava are fruits. Write in the first blank. F-R-U-I-T-S. Don't make any mistake. Spelling of fruits. F-R-U-I-T-S. Fruits. F-R-U-I-T-S. Fruits. Clear? Yes. Then second one. Van and car are. Are they girls? Van and car? No. Are they subjects? No. Are they fruits? No. Are they vehicles? Yes, they are vehicles. V-E-H-I-C-L-E-S. How we pronounce it? Vehicles. It is not vehicles. It is vehicles. It is vehicles. Van and car are vehicles. Then Yena and Pinky are girls. Yena and Pinky are girls. G-I-R-L-S. Girls. Spelling of girls. Write neatly in the text. Yena and Pinky are girls. G-I-R-L-S. Girls. Do we finish? Let us move on to the next one. Fourth one. Bread and butter are used to make a dash. For what we use bread and butter? Bread and butter are used to make sandwich. Bread and butter are used to make sandwich. Write the correct spelling. You please listen. Fourth one, S-A-N-D-W-I-C-H. What is it? Sandwich. What is it? Sandwich. Bread and butter are used to make sandwich. Next one, fifth one, we carry a bag and a water bottle to the dash. We carry a bag and a water bottle to dash. Is it subjects or school? Which one is correct? The remaining two options are subjects and school. Which one is correct? We carry a bag to school. We carry a water bottle to school. Very good. It is school. The answer is school. Fifth one, S-C-H-O-O-L. School. S-C-H-O-O-L. School. The last one, maths and English are dash. Maths and English are dash. They are subjects. They are two subjects. Maths and English are subjects. Sixth one, S-U-B-J-E-C-T-S. Subjects. All of you finished the sixth one? Yes, I will read it one more time. You please listen to your text. Mango and guava are fruits. Van and car are vehicles. Anna and Pinky are girls. Bread and butter are used to make a sandwich. We carry a bag and a water bottle to the school. Maths and English are subjects. Is it correct? Check your answers. Are they correct? Yes. Then let us move on to the next session. F. Listen to the text. Divide the things given below in their respective columns. Some can be written in both. Here are the name of some things provided here in this box, and two columns are provided for us. One, the things used at school. Write the things from this column which are used at school in this column, and here is a column things used for picnic. What are the things we brought when we go for a picnic? What are the things we brought with us when we go for a picnic? Let us categorize them and write them in two columns. And there are things we use both in school and in picnic. Okay, first column. Things used at school. First one. Things used at school. Next, things used at for picnic. Okay. First one, books. Where we use books? Yes, at school we use books. So we can write in this column, books. In the first column, you write books. Spelling B-O-O-K-S. Books. Second one, tiffin. Where we carry tiffin? We carry tiffin when we go to school and when we go to picnic. Tiffin is used for both school and picnic. So we can write tiffin here, and in this column also we can write tiffin. T-I-F-F-I-N. Tiffin. Is it clear? Yes. Next one, water bottle. Water bottle. We carry to school and we carry water bottle to picnic. Water bottle. WATERBOTTLE. Water bottle. Here also we can write the word water bottle. Water bottle. Water bottle. Next one. Pencil. Pencil. Where we use pencil? Only at school. We use pencil only at school. Pencil. You can write in the first column. Pencil. PENCIL. Write neatly. PENCIL. Pencil. Picnic hamper. We don't carry a picnic hamper to school. We carry only it for picnic. Picnic hamper. We can write in the second column. Picnic hamper. 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 Picnic hamper. Next one, frisbee. If we carry a frisbee to school, the teacher will beat you or punish you. Frisbee. Where we carry a frisbee? When we go for a picnic, we carry a frisbee. So let us write the word here in the second column. Frisbee. Frisbee. Next one, umbrella. Where we carry umbrella? When we go to school, we carry an umbrella. Okay? So let us write in the first column. Umbrella. 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 Is it clear? Next one, bed sheet. Where we carry a bed sheet? Do we carry a bed sheet to school? No, never. We carry a bed sheet when we go for a picnic. Then let us write the word bed sheet in the which column we write? In the second column. Bed sheet. BEDSHEET. Bed sheet. BEDSHEET. Bed sheet. Which is the next thing? School shoes. Where we carry school shoes? We wear school shoes when we go to school. We wear school shoes when we go to school. Let us write the school shoe in the first column. School shoes. School shoes. Spelling SCHOOLSHOES. Do you finish writing? Yes. Then which is the next thing? Sports shoes. Sports shoes. Where we carry sports shoes? When we go for a picnic, we carry sports shoe for doing some sport items. Sports shoe. SPORT. Sport. SHOE. Shoe. Sports shoe. Next one, sunglass. Do we carry a sunglass to our school? No. It is punishable. Don't carry a sunglass to your school. When we go with a sunglass, when we go for a picnic, we carry sunglass. 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 We carry sunglasses when we go for a picnic. Next one, school bag. It is for school. School bag. SCHOOLBAG. School bag. SCHOOLBAG. School bag. Last one, timetable. Where we carry timetable? Timetable is carried to school. Timetable. Timetable. Is it clear? Do you understand all this? We finished writing. Write neatly in the text. Today let us wind up this class and let us continue in the next class. The other exercises we will do in the next class. Thank you.